If you're looking to start a channel soon for whatever reasons, maybe because of the TikTok ban, or just, whatever, I have some hard-hitting truth for you, and I just want to present to you before you jump into the game. And today I have 11 brutal truths. Let's get it started. Number 1, it's gonna take a long time for your brand to pop off and get monetized. If you're a TikToker, then you know better than I do. So for you to pop off on TikTok, it can take only weeks or months. But on here, on YouTube, it can take a year or years to pop off. Yep, the standard measure for your efforts to be paid off on YouTube starts with year. The unit starts with year. It's a really, really long game. And part of the reasons for that is because, the algorithm on TikTok pushes unfamiliar content to you without you selecting it. And that's the reason why so many small creators, they get pushed to, random people on TikTok. But on YouTube here, you have to select what kind of content you're about to consume. And that's the reason why it takes so long for a creator to get noticed. Number 2, the YouTube algorithm is weird. The channels that YouTube decides to push makes no sense at all. You will see some creators with high quality content. They're always being creative. They have those cinematic color grading and they have a lot of effects, but they don't get a lot of views. If you pay attention, quite a lot of them don't get a lot of views. And then you will see some creators, they make videos in their car with no editing or minimal editing, just just cutting the video clips to make it concise. Those videos can get a lot of views. We're talking about 30,000 views or 100,000 views. It makes no sense at all. And you may be thinking, I have a problem against those creators who make videos in their cars. No, I don't have a problem with that. It's just, even within that category, creators making content in their cars, it can have different results as well. So you will see one creator who makes their video in their cars gets, let's say 50,000 views. And then you have another creator who makes similar content in their cars as well, but they get 32 views or 500 views. So do you get what I'm saying? It's not a certain type of videos will get a lot of views. No, it's just the algorithm is kind of weird. You just don't know, will it push your content or not? And sometimes if the algorithm decides to push your content, you may be able to monetize your channel with just one video when you start off. Because I actually have seen, creators who start their channel, brand new, first video gets 200,000 views and they can monetize right away. So yeah, you have a chance to be one of those lucky ones who get to monetize their channels within a couple videos or the first video. Who knows? By the way, I've noticed if you put 9 to 5 in your title, you can get a lot of views somehow. I noticed that. So I have seen several creators who have done that. They put 9 to 5 in their video's title and they make several videos consecutively just around that topic. For example,
my 9 to 5 life sucks. 9 to 5 life is not suitable for you. 9 to 5 is pointless and it's draining you. It's time to leave your 9 to 5.
They make videos like that consecutively on and on and on and on until the wheels fall off. Well, you can do that, but it's not that good of a look for your brand. So it's a choice that you can make. If you have been on YouTube and you're wondering how come some creators get a lot of views and how come some other creators they don't get a lot of views, if you catch yourself off that thinking pattern, it's really easy for you to compare yourself with other people as well. So you will think,
how come I put in a lot of efforts but I don't get the views that I deserve or a lot of exposure? How come it takes years for me to see some kind of effort to be paid off?
Yeah, you will think something like that. But if you keep thinking like that, it's gonna have negative impact to your mental health. It's really easy for me to say, just don't compare yourself to others, or maybe you know this already, but it takes a long time for you to experience this and feel this so that you know not to compare yourself with others. It comes with practice. Number 3, you will have severe data anxiety. There's a YouTube Studio app that you can download and check on your data and video performances on your phone. And boy, when you download that app, you will check on your videos pretty often. We're talking about like every couple minutes. And that is especially true after you post a video. So after you post your video, you're gonna be on the app. You're checking, how many views did I just get? And then you turn off your phone. You go about your day for a couple minutes, maybe 15 minutes, and then you're gonna go back to the app to check on it again. And then turn off your phone, and then you open up your phone like after 5 minutes. And sometimes you get so anxious about your view, you will watch your own video over and over again. I have done that, and I'm still doing that. You know, after I post a video, let me watch my own video right away so I can have one view. And after a couple days, you see the views for your video is stuck at, 58 or 400. You would want to click on that video again and watch it. That's still something that I do. Yeah. Number 4, being a content creator is worse than having a 9-to-5. I'm talking about small creators or medium creators who cannot just go full-time, or maybe they did go full-time but they cannot rely on that income completely and they're still growing their brand. When you work a regular 9-to-5 job, you get to have time off. When you get off work, you actually get off work. And for the nighttime, you have your nighttime for yourself and you have your weekends to yourself as well. You don't have to think about work or do any work. But that's not the reality for content creation. Content creation is practically 24/7. Let me explain. You're thinking,
I'm just exaggerating. Why can't you just use the weekends to film your videos and, just do all that in the weekend?
unfortunately, that's not how it works. Because you have to think about the video ideas and hopefully it appeals to people. It's not like TikTok, you can just film anything, I have an opinion about anything or just have a quick rant, I can just put it on. But it's not exactly like that on YouTube. You need to think about the titles, the thumbnails, Titles and thumbnails matters a lot. And then you have to film the video and then you have to edit the video itself and you have to market it onto different platforms. So all of that can rack up the hours. And sometimes you don't do all of that in one go, like just in one day. Sometimes you don't, or you can't because life happens. Yeah, it takes a couple days to make a video and to publish it and market it. And by the way, once you get into making long form videos, prepare to say goodbye to your social life. I would not say your social life is completely gone, but the time you can spend with your friends and family is obviously reduced. And one more reason why I say being a content creator is worse than having a 9-to-5 job is because you are the whole package. Yeah, you are everyone in your team. You are the director, you are the writer, the actor, the editor, the marketer, the lawyer, the PR, the data analysis, and the accountant. I see that you're confused. You're thinking, why would I be a lawyer for my team? Well, when you just start out, you're all that you have for your team. And sometimes you need to look at contracts. For example, you may collaborate with another creator or you collaborate with a brand and there's some documents work that needs to be done. And you need to read every line on the contracts and you need to look out for yourself. So yeah, it's really beneficial for you to have some knowledge on laws, just a little bit. And yeah, number 5, burnout. Experiencing burnout is normal. It's a feeling that you lack motivation to continue what you're doing, whether that be working or living. And there's levels to that. And if it gets really severe, like you don't want to live anymore, then you should go see a therapist. this is not a joke. But today we're talking about the light to medium level of burnout, which is the constant input that lead to a creative block. Sometimes when you continue to do something for a long period of time that requires your creative input, it will drain you eventually. And it is worse when you do not get positive feedback over time, whether that be good data performance or money. Some of you may think,
that's just because you don't love what you're doing.
The truth is, love is not the cure to the burnout. A break is. The non-stop need of creative input will drain anyone over a long period of time. And that's why it is important to take breaks and monitor your mental health. Number 6, the editing time takes longer than you think. I'm sure a lot of you have came across those videos saying, it takes 1 to 2 hours to edit your videos, which you can do, it's manageable. You can do that in your weekends. It's true. But it depends on the type of content that you want to make and the editing style you choose. So let's say you just want to vlog about your days, you hang out with your friends a lot and you go out to explore a lot and you want to just film those clips and then put it together and that's your vlog. It doesn't take a long time to edit. So yeah, those videos you can edit them within 2 hours or even just 1 hour. But if you choose to have an aesthetic editing style, for example, you put in special sound effects, you put in, those facial exaggeration effects, those are gonna take a long time. It can rack up your hours to 4 hours or longer than that. And if you want to do nice transitions, sometimes you have to think about how to do the transition before you film the clip so you can do that transition. So yeah, if you want your vlog to look dynamic and funny and with a lot of effects, that's gonna take up to 4 to 8 hours. It's normal. And for video essays, that's gonna take days. We're talking about days to edit. I'm gonna give you several examples of video essays, celebrity gossips that can take a long time because you need to pull up receipts, you need to look into articles, you have to sort out the timeline of the tea. That can take a huge chunk of time for your pre-production. And then you have video essays about films, so those are film analysis. Yeah, you have to watch that video and then analyze on top of that. Those, I would say, it takes a long time for you to analyze the film and then put it together. But for filming, it's not that difficult. The writing part is difficult though. And then you have video essays about trends or social phenomenon analysis. So those videos also can take a huge chunk of time, especially when you're analyzing social phenomenon, because you need to look into news, you have to look into articles, you have to check on social media, you have to see what people are feeling and saying. So yeah, the pre-production for that is insane. And then you have to edit. You may need to put in some graphics and you have to put in, special effects. Those can rack up time easily. So yeah, I guess what I'm trying to say is pre-production can take a long time to do. For example, for this video, even though I have a framework of what I want to talk about, I still wrote 2 pages for this video because I don't want to, when I film and I left out certain details that I should be talking about in this video. So just in case that happens, I wrote 2 pages covering all the points that I want to talk about. And it took me 45 minutes to write. I have done video essays for the past couple months because of the game Black Myth Wukong. It's about Chinese culture, Chinese mythology. It's what I'm good at, so I make some of those video essays. Let me give you an example. For my second Black Myth Wukong video, I read a book. Yeah, I read a book just to write that script. The pre-production time for that video is insane. I want the video to come out exactly like my vision. I have a certain vision, so it takes even longer for my vision to come to life. And if you're a perfectionist like me, good luck to you. Brutal truth number 7 it takes an awful long amount of time for you to get used to speak to the camera naturally. And it takes an awful long amount of time for you to get used to seeing your face and hearing your voice when you edit your videos. But let's say you get used to hearing your voice in your videos. That can be gone if you decide to switch to a new language. So if you can speak multiple languages like me, 如果你轉咗一個語言嘅話咧，你突然間又會需要好多時間去適應。就怎麼說呢？你自己的聲音在每一個不同的語言都會聽起來不一樣。진짜 짜증나요. Nah, I'm just messing with you. I don't speak Korean. I don't know how to speak Korean. But I do know how to copy a few lines from K-drama. Let's move on to number 8, which is content creation is extremely lonely. It gets lonely over time. When you start off, it's fun and games. But if you continue down the road, if you continue to make content, it gets super lonely because you spend a lot of time on your projects and you struggle a lot when you're growing your channel. You can't talk to anybody about your struggles. They don't understand. Like, they understand you're growing your channel and it's hard, but they don't know the feeling of it. You know, you can't really share to them that they can empathize with you. Unless your friends and family, they are doing content creation as well. Other than that, they cannot provide empathy to you. And you just have to be your number one cheerleader. It gets super lonely. So introverts are naturally good at doing this kind of job. Yeah, I'm an introvert. The reason why introverts can be good at this job is because they find energy within themselves and they know how to deal with loneliness better than extroverts. And if that introvert is a homebody, well, dang, you hit the lottery. You are the perfect fit to be a content creator. Also, there's another reason why I would say being a content creator is extremely lonely. It's because, you know, it's really hard to find people that understand what you do. And even if you want to find people to collaborate with you and eventually turn into a friendship, it's really hard to find people to collab. The reason for that is sometimes, you know, there are good creators out there, but they don't match the content that you create. So it's not really likely that collab is gonna happen. And aside from that, you want to match their vibe as well. It's kind of like making a friend. You guys have to be on the same frequency. You guys have to have similar vibe. And it's really hard to find that. Like, making friends in real life is already hard. And you want to find people to collaborate that feels like a friend is harder. Brutal truth number 9, judgment. Judgment from other people. You cannot escape the judgment. Once you start doing content creation, people that you know, people that you don't know, will judge you. And sometimes you know about it, sometimes you don't, because they will talk behind your back. And I can guarantee you, they will talk behind your back. You just don't know it. And you know what? They will find you cringe. They will find you annoying, and they will secretly stalk you online. You decided to start a channel, right? So in a way, you kind of expect people to look at your brain. But I guess some of you cannot stand people talking behind your back, or maybe you're being embarrassed that people find you cringe. The good news is you will get used to it eventually over time. Oh, and by the way, it doesn't matter who you become. You know, you can be a people pleaser and people can still find you annoying, find you cringe. Or if you decided to be your authentic self, people can still find you annoying and cringe. Oh, and by the way, if you make vlogs, you kind of have to film that one thing for at least 10 seconds so you can have rooms to edit. So let's say I go out to have a cup of coffee and I want to film that clip. So you're gonna look at the coffee and then you're gonna hold your phone for 10 seconds minimum, like in silence. Sometimes you will get looks from your friends or people who pass by, and you just kind of have to stomach that. Yeah. If you don't stomach that, you don't have the clip. So which is it gonna be? Having no clip to edit, or stomach that look so you can have the clip? Number 10. Yeah, that's how we sign 10 in Chinese, Beijing, actually. Hate comments. You will face hate comments. When your videos go viral, you will get mean comments or straight up hate comments. That's because the videos are exposed to a large audience, and when the audience size grows, you will get all kinds of comments. If you're a sensitive person, be aware of that. You may or may not get used to it. I cannot guarantee you will get over that over time, but I would say it's highly likely that you will get used to it over time. Brutal truth number 11, and I think this one will trigger a lot of people, which is your friends will not watch your videos. And I know what some of you are thinking. You're thinking,
those are haters. I need to get rid of them from my life. I don't need friends like that. Friends always support friends. They will watch my videos and they will give me likes and comments.
The thing is, they may not be haters. Just because they don't watch your videos doesn't mean that they are your haters. You know, it's not either haters or supportive friends. And if you keep thinking it like that, it will ruin any relationship that you have. That can happen to your significant others, that can happen to your families, that can happen to your friends, your connections. You know, they are not obligated to watch your videos and like it. And I know some of you are partially agreeing with me on this, like, you know, long videos, people don't have the attention span to go to my YouTube channel to watch a long video, but they should definitely like my videos on TikTok or Instagram, or, you know, I put the segment of my YouTube videos on my Instagram story. They should like that whenever they see it. They don't really need to, because people have different taste for the content that they consume. Think about it. Sometimes you would watch other creators and you forget to like their content. You know, you enjoy it, but you forget to like it or follow the content creators. Or sometimes some content creators that you subscribe to or followed, and they put out a video that you don't really enjoy, you don't like, or just it's not the stuff that you're looking for. You can choose not to like it. I'm sure definitely you have run into situations like that. So yeah, if you think on that, your friends have different tastes as well. I know they're your friends, they should support you, and they probably do from the bottom of their heart, but they just don't have the obligations to like your videos every time they see it. And if you keep thinking it that way, it will ruin that friendship. And if you have that energy to monitor them, monitor their behaviors, why don't you just put that energy into creating better videos and more videos? Because it's a really waste of energy and your time, and it's really bad for your mental health. So let your friends to be your friends. Also, I want to give you a metaphor. For example, it's just like running a business. Let's say you open a salon or a shop, whatever, that you're selling. You will get some visit from your friends. They will purchase several items when you first open your shop. But in the end, you need to get new customers that are outside of your social circle. So yeah, you need to get more new clients, and those new clients, they like your products because of the products, because of your service, because of your brand, and they will spread the words more effectively than your friends. Your friends support your business, support your shop because, well, they're your friends. They will help you to get the first couple sales, but other than that, you need to get new clients. So yeah, when you start your channel, you should definitely reach out to your friends for help. For example, subscribe to your YouTube channel, and that's it. Like, it's just to have a certain base to look better, to look good. Your videos are not for your friends. Your videos are for people who enjoy your vibe, who enjoy the content that you provide. You must remember that. And yeah, let your friends be your friends and don't stress about their behaviors. And if they do turn out to be a hater, and I mean, what can I say? Get rid of them in the end. I would say most of your friends are not haters. They just have different tastes. Anyways, this is the end, and I hope you find this video helpful. Let me know if you have other questions, and you can always comment in my comment section. I will try to answer them. By the way, this video took me almost 2 hours to film, and we're just talking about this is the talking head video. That's it. I will see you in the next episode.